So now I'm going to talk about the 5 stress release methods. They are natural release stress methods that we all have. Crying, laughing, sweating, shaking, and yawning. So when our bodies become stressed, whether we are little children or big children, when we get stressed because too much has happened in our environment and now our cup is full, and this happens to everyone because no one can say, oh, no, I'm so happy, nothing ever happens in my environment. That is not possible, because even too much noise or too little sleep or too much change, and life is all about change. Life, the basic rule is change. So all of us have a cup that fills up daily by daily stresses, whether they are small, like traffic that gets on our nerves, or whether they are big, like an international move to another country. It could be anything, whether your parent is ill and not well back home, whether your child is currently struggling with something because of the move. We all have something happening at all times. So this stress starts to build up over time. It's like a cup. I will use my coffee cup here. It fills up every day a little bit, every day a little bit, until that cup is full. When that cup is totally full to the top, the stress release methods kick in. So what happens is your avatar or your body naturally wants to release the pain that you are feeling or the discomfort that you are feeling. Best one of all, I feel, and my experience has shown, is crying. And you can see that in young children. Immediately they cry when something bothers them. A little cry and then they move on. If they bump, they cry. If they fall, they cry. If they're hungry when they're little, they cry, and on and on. As we grow up, we cry less about basic needs because we can help ourselves, but still children until they are 12 will cry when something is upsetting them, if they are not blocked and stopped from crying. The second one is laughing. Laughing is also a stress release method. It definitely diffuses tension, which relaxes your body and avatar. Many of my colleagues and many of my teachers and many of my friends are not comfortable with crying due to the childhood they had. That's fine. We can work on that. But the other one that they could use then is laughing. Laughing is also beautiful. I don't know if you've ever caught yourself giggling and laughing over a very silly thing or commercial or movie, and you can't stop. Someone cracks a joke, you start laughing so much that the tears like roll down your face. This is your body releasing. This is when you wonder, why can't I stop laughing? It's not that funny. This is tension coming out. Third one is sweating. When an example would be if you are giving a lecture and there are many people in the hall and you enter, you notice your hands might be sweaty, you notice your armpits might be sweaty. That is also a reaction, that is a stress release from the body. Fourth one is shaking. That also you might notice. Some people really shake. Hands shake when you're about to lecture or speak in public, or something really scary is about to happen and the stress is so high. Then there's shaking. And the last one is yawning. Yawning, it helps you focus again. It restores your focus by helping your body ease itself, calm itself down, and feel better. So those 5 stress release methods you often see in children all the time. It's just natural. It's the way we are. I had many childcare centers here in the Netherlands, and I can tell you that I witness that all the time. Children either shake or yawn or sweat or cry or laugh. It's ongoing. They're constantly receiving challenges from life and releasing challenges from life. Easy flow, receive, release, receive, release. They're dropped off in the morning, they're upset mommy's leaving, they are crying. They're picked up at the end of the day, they wanted to stay longer, daddy is here, they're crying. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes, and on it goes. It's beautiful, it's natural, it's healthy. They're release methods. We should not stop them. We should allow them to happen when they happen. Because when we stop them, we stop the release method. We don't stop that they are sad and missing mom and dad. That has happened. Mom dropped you off. They're upset. We can't change that. Now the child is crying to let it go. So we should encourage and hold the little one. Say, it's okay. I am so sorry. I see you're sad. I see that you want to be with mom. I see that she has to go. And we are going to have a lovely day here. I will hold you while you cry. I am here for you, and I will do my best to make this day wonderful for you. And just let the little one cry. Let them cry, pat them or hold them. Some little ones push away and say, no, I don't want you. And it's also fine. I'm going to be right there. If you need me, you can come to me. I will check on you in a few minutes. Know that I'm here for you, and I am sorry for your pain. Children don't need fixing. They only need loving. And we are overgrown children. We don't need fixing when we are releasing our energies and our emotions. We only need loving. So, as an adult, if I am to be with a friend and I start crying about a pain that is hurting me, whatever the topic is, it's not about the subject. It's about there's pain and I'm not okay. And I start crying. If that adult is there for me, just to listen so that I can cry and talk and release the pain that I've experienced, I will feel fantastic because I just want to be heard and I want the pain to be released. And often it's easier to cry when your mom says, what's wrong, sweetheart? Is something wrong? Or if my best friend says, Robbie, are you okay? Come, let me give you a hug. That is usually the trigger that gets you to cry. And some people say, no, that's not the case for me. I need to be alone. I need to shut the door. That's fine. That's also your childhood speaking. And that is okay. And what I'm saying is, when the release begins, it's important to let it go through. It's important to let the tears go and go and go until 15, 20 minutes later, half an hour later, the person is done crying. That is really, really important. And the response that I would give a child or an adult that's crying is, I am sorry for your pain. I hear you. I see that you are sad. I'm here for you. Notice all my sentences are I. Not trying to fix it. Because if you come in and you're like, yeah, but if you do this, it'll be okay. No, but it's okay. It's all right. You shouldn't. No. And you'll notice that no matter how much you try to fix what someone is crying to you about, if they're not done releasing, they'll keep stopping you and saying, no, but that doesn't work. And like, yeah, but if you tell them this and that, no, but I tried that. Yeah, but if you try, they'll reject everything because the person who's crying to you is releasing to you. They are not wanting to be fixed at that moment. They're wanting to be heard and loved at that moment. Hence the importance of crying. Why I'm really stressing on crying and talking mainly about it today is because the topic is about understanding children's behavior, especially when you're an international parent and traveling around. The stress is so big and so extreme for parents and children. Adults can talk with each other. The mom and dad, the partners can talk and say, it's really hard leaving the parents back in India and now being here. And the grandparents are aging and now we have to live here for 3 years and we have to cope with the culture. We have to cope with the new way of living and the system. Your children, they go from emotion to action. And it's not so much about what you tell them, it's about how you behave and how you act around them. They interpret the world by the reactions of the people around them. That's what they're doing. So if they're seeing that you are stressed and worried, even if you are not saying you are stressed and worried, this will show up in their behavior. So this applies to you as a parent, as an expat parent traveling, or as just a parent who is currently under stress for one reason or the other. So it's a question to ask yourself when you're parenting consciously with awareness. Am I really happy at the moment? Is everything okay in my life right now? Is there something bothering me that I can fix? Where do I feel my best? And am I feeling my best? Because if you can narrow these down and see how you feel and what is bothering you, if something is bothering you, then you can fix it and work on it. Or maybe you can't, but then at least you leave it. At least you think, oh, no, I'm missing home and that's what's really bothering me. I miss my culture, okay, that's fine. Can you fix it by going back there for a few holidays? Can you fix it by shortening your stay in the Netherlands? Or are you actually, I'm using the Netherlands as an example, or are you actually here for good? So you can't fix it, you're planning to stay here for good. If that's the case and you can't fix it, then that's fine. You acknowledge that you're sad, you talk about it to someone, hopefully cry about it and release the pain and let it go. And then we move on. Because if as a parent, you yourself are under stress and struggling and trying to cope, I guarantee you 100% that your child is feeding off that energy, is watching that energy, and is learning how to live life from you. Simplifying life, right? Life is about challenges. It's all about challenges. Without challenges, there is no life. I keep repeating that. It is just the way that it goes. And many of us, including myself in the past, I was constantly always waiting for the time where I can start to relax or live life and so on. And then you reach a point where you understand that this is an illusion. Life is now. It's happening now. Relaxation needs to happen now. Your best you needs to happen now. It is now. There's no finish this first and then enjoy. There is no such thing, because every time you finish something, something else will pop up, because that's the nature of life. So it's not about dealing with the challenges as they come one after the other. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. It's about seeing that one comes, it'll go, and another one will come. How do I cope overall through life in a simple way? And this is something, again, you look at your childhood and see, what have I learned? How did my parents react? What was their childhood like? What did I copy from them? What did I interpret from them? And how am I doing it now? How am I towards my child? Do I have very high expectations of my child? Do I set deadlines for them that stresses them out? Do I push them so hard to reach a certain point or a certain developmental point? Say attachment, right? I get a lot of parents who ask me about attachment. My child cries so much when I drop her off at school or daycare or preschool. How can I stop the crying? How can I make her to be more independent? First and foremost, we don't stop crying. I repeat, we do not stop crying, because crying is releasing pain. Crying is not stopping the pain or stopping the behavior at all. Eventually, the child will stop crying when the child is ready to stop crying. If you stop the crying too soon, you are going to have a child who's nagging all day long, constantly picking on everything and wanting to cry again on everything. So I get parents who really ask me this question, but if I don't stop them, they will just, it's nonstop. She wants to cry about everything. She wants to cry about everything because she never has a chance to really cry and empty her cup. If you allow that child or friend or wife or husband or mother to really cry, when the cup goes like that, don't stop it. Let it really cry until that cup is empty. Empty. The child is at finished. There's no more tears. It's not gonna last more than half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour max in the severe cases. After that, we don't even have tears. The body has to generate tears. If you allow your little one to do that, the rest of the day will be heavenly. So here I want to say, focus on maintaining your child's innate purity. So when your child cries, please hold them, let them cry, hug them and kiss them and tell them you're here for them. If they don't want you to hold them, tell them that you are in this room next to them. As soon as they want to talk to you, you're available. Ask them things during the week like, how was your week today? Can I do something for you to make you happy? What can I do for you this weekend that would make you so happy? Is there something that's missing that you would like to talk about? Moments of attention and quality during the week with your child and with your inner child. Ask yourself if there are things that you can do for yourself that will make you happy. I said this before and I'll repeat it. I do talk to myself and I ask myself weekly, is there something I miss that I need to do, such as swimming or walking or just reading a book quietly under a tree? And if I don't take a moment to ask myself what I'm missing or what I'm needing or what I'm desiring, how can I live by example? I need to care for myself in order to care for others in my care. And I need to show self-love. And I need to show how much I care about myself to the children in my care, because I want them to grow up to love themselves and I want them to grow up to care for themselves. This is a skill that they have to learn from the beginning.